My dear brothers and sisters, in the Gospel, again, we have Jesus healing on the Sabbath. And the Jews were looking at what Jesus would do to the withered man whose hand was withered. So the man's hand was withered and he was suffering. And the Pharisees and scribes are there who were following the letter of the law as it is given by Moses. And so their minds were not going out. Their minds were also withered, which means on the Sabbath they didn't want to do anything good. Even somebody does something good, they would criticize and they would tell that that is wrong they have done on the Sabbath, which means they have put their idea of right and wrong above the idea of God, above God. So the interpretation of the law and the commandments were above God. Therefore, they were clinging on to that and sticking on to that, and they couldn't come out of the rules and regulations that were set up by the scribes and the Pharisees. Now, when we look at them, they were pretending to preserve their religion. They were pretending to preserve God or protect God by sticking on to these rules and regulations. However, by clinging on to the rules and regulations, they were not ready to go out to meet other people. Their eyes were not open towards the poor. Their eyes were not open to the widows. And so they had no spiritual growth. They were stunned and their minds were withered. Now, the healing process also very interesting. Jesus is telling to that withered man, stretch out your hands. And for this, saints have different interpretation. Stretch out your hands to the poor. Stretch out your hands to the needy. Stretch out your hands to those people who require your help. And thereby you grow towards God. So it is not merely fulfilling rules and regulations, or rather we simply obliging ourselves to participate in our Sunday Eucharistic celebration that we really grow towards God. We need to reach out to our family, reach out to our society, reach out to people who need our assistance and care. Thereby we will grow towards God. And so the Pharisees were stunned, and it's a time for us to look into our life. How are we? Is our prayer, is our worship allowing us to reach out to the needy, reach out to the poor?